if there is one thing that we all want to do better, and that's hit the driver straighter. There are two types of golfers in this world. There are golfers that hit up on the golf ball, and there are golfers that hit down on the golf ball. The angle of attack tells us whether we're hitting up or whether we're hitting down. Now, the implication of angle of attack will help you find more fairways. In this 4-part video series, I'm going to talk about all of the ingredients that are going to make you the best driver you can be. The angle of attack, absolutely crucial. The club path, absolutely crucial. The face to path, the bend we see in the sky, and the contact you make on the club face. In this first of 4-part series, I'm talking about the implications angle of attack has on your golf swing and how it can make you the best driver you can be. There are 2 ways you can hit up on the golf ball. The first way, and the most common way, is golfers sit back on the golf ball. When they sit back on the golf ball, the radar, the TrackMan device, is measuring the rising up of the club head. This is one way of hitting up on the golf ball. And for many a year, you've been taught to get the spine angle back and start to hit up on the ball. That creates that angle of attack that blasts the golf ball out to the right. Never do that unless you want to be a bad golfer. The other way of hitting up on the golf ball is allowing the club head to overtake the grip. The club head is now overtaking the grip and rising up, and you can see my spine has not altered. So when I hit up on the golf ball in that manner, you can see that the angle of attack is up and the golf ball has a very different flight. Now, depending on where you strike the golf ball in the circle will dictate how much your angle of attack will tend to want to strike down and how much your angle of attack will want to strike up. The ball position has a huge player on this. The more the golf ball is positioned back in your stance, the more we strike the golf ball in this part of the circle. The more the ball is forwards in our stance, the more we strike the golf ball in this part of the circle. Not only does that part of the circle dictate whether we hit up or hit down, it also dictates when the ball is being struck on the way down. You can see my club path works more from the inside. When the ball is more forwards in the circle, the club path works more from the inside, but pointing now to the left. This one is pointing from the inside to the right of target. This ball position is pointing the path to the left of target. That's why angle of attack has an impact on where the face points. How we create the angle of attack is crucial. When you're hitting down on the golf ball, you're usually trying to pull the path to the left, the club face to the left, in an effort to stop you from hitting it out to the right. And that's a shot that you're all very familiar with. An angle of attack down at almost 10 degrees. You've got loads of spin and very little dynamic loft. Now, if you're one of those golfers, the chances are the amount of time that you pull the grip for is too long. You pull it for too long. So what I want you to do is take it in your left hand, go up to the top, and allow the golf club to start to swing. There's the pull moment. If you want to find out about pulling the golf club from the top, go check this video out. Once you've pulled it, you can now swing it. Pull, swing. So when you start to feel that pull, swing moment, all of a sudden you'll be able to feel the swing down at the bottom of the ball, which now starts to change the angle of attack for the better. So that pull moment and swing moment will start to line up your angle of attack. Now, the more your angle of attack is zeroed out, the more chance you have of getting your path dead straight to the target. Now, if you have an angle of attack that's positive, yet your golf ball still goes to the right, we have another problem. Not as bad as having a broken tee, but it's another problem. So when we now have an angle of attack that's positive, and we know that when the angle of attack is positive, it points the face and the path to the left, yet the golf ball still goes to the right, we know that we have a club face that's out of orientation. I hit up on the board 0.4, only 0.2 different to the last shot, and the ball's wanged itself off to the right. And the reason for that, 99.99% of the time, is when a grip is crap. Yes, crap grip, watch this. You need more kink in your lead wrist, this kink here, so that when you unload the golf club and the club swings, all of a sudden you have a face that is much squarer to your path and to your target. So I now put the kink back in and I now swing the golf club. So now when I get that swing moment, I've got a grip that can cope with that, and it allows the golf ball to now go much straighter. Angle of attack up, back to a straight golf shot. Now, if you're someone that battles with a hook and you're saying, Stuart, my angle of attack is always so positive. Absolutely nothing wrong with a really positive angle of attack. It's just that when we have a positive angle of attack, the club head is arriving past the grip more times than not. Or you've got an excessive sit back. Don't worry about the sit back for now. Just think about what the palm of the hand is doing through strike. If you get the palm of the hand through strike looking more to the floor, when the golf club is unloading, the more the palm looks to the floor, the more the loft will look to the sky. So the more that palm looks to the floor as the club is unloading and creating that positive angle of attack that we see here, the more the golf ball will go high, get that high ball flight with that golf club unloading the palm of the hand to the floor. So this angle of attack will tell you an awful lot about what you're doing with the grip, how much momentum the grip has through strike. If you're pulling too long, it means that you're trying to shift the path and the face to the left to offset the slice. If you're unloading the golf club too hard and you're hooking it, it means that the palm needs to go more to the floor. But understanding the angle of attack is a clear insight into how you're using your levers down through strike, which is either trying to fix the direction your golf ball goes in. If you slice it, you're trying to pull and swing left, which makes your angle of attack worse. If your ball is hooking, you'll tend to want to sit back, hit more up, which makes your problem worse to the left. If you're slicing because you're hitting too much down, make that swing moment occur. Allow that golf club to swing more. And if your club is swinging and you're hooking, make sure that the palm of that lead hand is facing more to the floor. I'm going to talk more in detail about the path implications of this golf swing with the driver, your face to path value, which dictates the bend in the sky, and your strike point. These are 4 absolutes in driving. They will fix your driving. So stay tuned for part 2, 3, and 4. They're coming at you very, very soon. Thank you so much for watching. Do consider subscribing while you're here. Are you tired of paying too much for your premium leather golf gloves? Head over to gxgolfgloves.com. These are gloves tried and trusted by elite amateurs and tour players alike. Enter my code GOODCOACHING to receive 10% off your next order. Go try them out. You won't be disappointed. And that, my friends, is good coaching.